Hello, I'm Jammy1100. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm not out on the road, as you can see. I'm at home at in the garage, and it's getting towards middle of October and the weather's getting pretty poor, so I thought I'd do something a little bit different and come into the garage and do some little modifications. During the last sort of few weeks we've been riding, if you've been watching the series on, we did a trip to Wales, and we also did recently done a trip to Scotland, and also did the Lake District and the Yorkshire Dales as well. Had a fantastic week touring and exploring. Now what we did notice is that the Africa Twin, I'll just bring the camera over so you can have a look, has got a couple of issues with the quality of the paint. Now, I don't know if you can see just on there, there's a small nick. You can possibly hear it. Now, where my knee has been rubbing on the side of the tank, I'll just jump on and show you. So, sort of knee level there, as it's been, rubbing along, it's actually rubbed through the paint. Now, what I have managed to do is polish a lot of this area. You can't really see it, camera probably won't pick it up, but it's been quite badly scuffed, and it's actually worn right through to the primer. Also, you might notice as well, there's a little mark on the top there. That's to do with that plug there hitting that there. So yeah, it's getting the hedge cutters out. Plug hit the top of the tank, and yeah, it went right through to the metal. So I have actually ordered some paint. I've got some paint which is coming from Germany, because this colour, candy red, was never actually supposed to come into the UK, apparently. Talking to a Honda dealer, and he said that when they were short on numbers, they started to import these into the UK, and that's why you don't see so many of them in the candy red. I particularly love the colour. I think it's a great looking colour. So what I'm going to do, I've got some touch-up paint, as I say, on order, which is coming from Germany. Cost me about 30 quid, I think it was, and mixing up a little pot of the paint and the lacquer. And I'll sort that out. But for this here, to try and get that sorted out, what I've decided to do is to just get you sorted out on there. There we go. Is I have ordered these from Rubertech, and they are little protection pads that go on the side, and they've actually got Sarah 1000L in there, so like a carbon fibre look to them, and they just stick on. So I thought, rather than trying to obviously touch up the paint, and it's so thin anyway, it's probably going to wear through again, a couple of those on knee protectors, and that should sort the job out. Now, they're not cheap, 55 quid from Rubertech. Now, there are other ones available, obviously, on the old internet, ranging from £15–20 upwards, but I didn't want anything with, lots of lines and strikes, and they're all a bit sort of gary, considering it's just a flat colour. If it was the tricolour one, you perhaps get away with it. So we'll have a go at fitting those, and hopefully that'll sort that problem out. The second thing is the mudguard down here. Now, it does come down fairly low on the Africa Twin, and it isn't too bad, and as you can probably see, I do keep my bike in good condition. The pipes have just I've just cleaned those up, and it's just had a full service, ready for winter. Now, what it does tend to do when we're doing a little bit of sort of on the lanes, it tends to sort of splatter up this central part here, and you get a little bit into the horns, and as you can see, I've got what I call my sheep shifters on there, the two big twin horns, because the one that comes with it is just, as we all know, pretty pathetic. So what I've done, to sort that problem out, I've ordered from Pyramid. Pyramid, you probably know the people that make screens and things like that. These are pretty cheap actually. 20 quid from Pyramid Plastics, and it's just a extender fender. Doubles up as a hugger and a front mudguard apparently. Not got out the packaging yet, so I don't know where I'll look. Two ways of mounting it apparently. One, you can stick it on, which I'm going to try and do first. And the second option is you put it on with these little clips. You have to drill them, and there's 4 of them, so they put 2 in the top and 2 in the side, and then these little plastic lugs go in. So, I mean, it's all plastic anyway, it's not that it's going to rot, and it's probably going to look, it probably will look quite good. So they're only little 4mm drill holes. So I'll have a go, and we'll set that fitted on and see how it looks. Alright, stick around and we'll get into it, and I'll set the cameras up and we can see what mess we can make of it. Right then, brew in hand, I reckon we should give it a go. Now then, what I'm thinking, there's 2 options to put this on. Now, you can either stick it on or do the drill it and use these little clips to attach it. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the mudguard off and then have a go at putting it on, because underneath the bottom of the mudguard it's going to be full of crud and stuff. So I think what I'll do is I'll actually take it off, and then we'll have a better idea as to what we're dealing with. So let's take it off and see how we go. Looks pretty easy, straightforward enough. I think there's just 3 there and 3 on the other side. So let's have a go. Knocking stick. You just had a bit of crap in this one, that one. Same on that side. Okay, so let's have a go at fitting the fender then. So what I've done first of all is you just got these little small Allen key heads, 3 of them on either side, and I've just loosened them off just so that gives me slightly better access to the end of the mudguard there. Can't take it off all the way unfortunately, because you've got your brake lines running through the side here. I don't want to start taking brake lines off and I'm going to bleed the brakes and so on. And at least if you undo those, you can lift it up and gives you better access underneath there. Bit of muck off motorcycle cleaner. Spray that underneath. Give that a good wipe out underneath. Get rid of all the mud and crud that's under there, so it's going to stick better. And then let's have a look. So if we offer this up, yeah, it's quite a nice fit actually as it goes. Gives you a bit more room to play with, and see how we go. So inside the pack here, an array of sticky pads, and it sort of tells you on here you can stick it in this sort of array of different ways of mounting it on. So stick them on and see how we get on. And then I suppose the other one, sort of over there. So it's the question of peeling all these these off. Fairly easy to do if you've got some nails. Come off quite easy actually. Some of these things can be a real pain in the backside to get off. Right, so that's my little array. So shall we see if we can stick another couple? Perhaps, what should we go with? Other side of there. Something like that. I suppose it's just a question of trying to get them to sit where you want. Right, let's have a quick look underneath here. It's pretty dry. Let's get the wipe underneath there. Even though it's cleaned it, it's okay. Perhaps put a couple on either side actually, that would be a bad idea. Let's go with okay. There we go. Actually, that's not bad. So we can use the tyre to sort of squish it down, which is quite good. I think that's basically it. Nothing else really going about it. Pretty strong. Good thing is if you undo the mudguard, you can use the tyre, you know, to help push it on rather than put your finger down. Right, so that's the fender on. Yeah. I think it looks okay. Took the little pyramid sticker off. It was on there. I think it looks so good. So it looks alright. Pretty strong though, sticky pads to be fair. So you use that alcoholic wipe on the underside of there. And when you take these off, if you're going to do this, there are little tiny collets behind the back of there that hold those in between. Just be careful you don't they don't fall out and lose one, as I have done. Never mind. It isn't really important that they're there, but it doesn't going to rattle about or anything. Okay. So next thing we need to move on to is we'll have a go at fitting these Rubertech tank protection pads. So, we'll have a go at fitting these. Now then, a little top tip that I like to do with these type of things. Obviously these have got a sticky back, you peel off and stick on. You've got a hairdryer. As you can tell, I'm not one to use a hairdryer. You can just warm it up a little bit before you put it on. Just helps it go off a bit easier and helps it stick better. So let's have a look and see what we can do. Right, okay. So a little top tip I would give you on this one is to make sure you're all right there. You see that? Up there a bit? Yep. When we put this on, if you've got a little whiteboard marker, it's not going to make a permanent mark on your tank, just to make some little points so that you're happy with it where it's going to go before you peel the back off, and then you can stick it on just at the right place. So let's have a look. There. So what I'm going to do is just going to put a little dot there. You probably won't be able to see these on camera, but there. Okay. And then get the wife's hairdryer, give it a bit of a heat up. I've already warmed up the back of this pad as well, so let's give it a go. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to peel it off with a lip to get hold of, and then from the front part there, see if we're really happy with it first. Are you happy with that? Give another blast with the hairdryer. Should, didn't it? That's a neat one, that edge. Look. Yeah, I think that's good enough. The other side now. Right, there we go. Just by magic, turned round. So just do the same on the other side now, and that'll be it. Job done. side. Make sure you're happy with where you want it to be. Yeah. Let's do the same gear again. So just peel off the edge and then you've got the rest of it to play about with. Just like that, so you've got a little tab to hold it. And when you're really happy, take it on, peel it off. And there you go, nice and straight. Because there's nothing worse than having it not straight. Those guys with our OCD. So they look pretty smart. Got the little CRF 1000 emblem in there from Rubertech, and yeah, I think they look pretty good. So there we go. What do we think? If you like them, stick the comments below and let me know what you think. Okay guys, that's a bit of tinkering for today, so catch you on the next one. Cheers for watching.